Welcome to MIKEroaggress'd Sunday. You can't hear shit?
I can now.
Yay! I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to this for so long. I'm so excited. Two of my favorite humans are here. Mr. Gay Toad, wrong way, this way. Looking like a damn press secretary tonight.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you dressed for?
What was that?
What are you dressed for?
So my apartment's it's either really cold or it's really hot. So I went with really cold, but it's like not cold enough to wear a coat. So yeah.
Mine's just hot as balls.
Also makes me look hotter. So, you know, that's the most important, I think, thing.
You always look hot, darling. And we have also got our beloved recovering from surgery, Cam.
Hi, y'all.
The Italian guy.
Yes.
That's what I'm calling me. Sorry. Catch us up on stuff. What have you guys been up to since you've been on here? It's been too long.
Oh shit! Who goes first? There's nothing going on in my life, so Cam goes.
No, I've just been doing school. I got good grades.
You're both doing like such cool shit. I don't believe you.
Well, I mean, what else did I do? I met Alex Stein. I met Ann Coulter, and I met Michael Malice through the Turning Point stuff at my school. So that's what I did, and then I did school. And that's
okay. Yeah, you need to like back up and tell us all about Ann Coulter.
Okay, all right, yeah, no, sure. Well, I met her through Ryan Gradusky, who's that big populist guy who started the 1776 Project. He's great, but he's mid, you know. He's okay. And
but he's what?
He said he's mid. He's fine. Hi, Ryan. No, but
hey, Ryan.
But he pretty much introduced me in my organization, Anne, and I met her just while she was giving a speech, so it was great. Well, I introduced her on stage and everything, but she's a great woman, very, very nice, very hilarious, and yeah, and that's it. That's how it went. So, and then I ordered her book. Yeah.
That's like the one person that I've never met who I would love to. I'm so jealous.
Oh my God. Well, you got to meet her sometime. Well, you're in New York City. You can meet anyone you want.
Not really. Nobody likes me that much. By the way, I should say hi to all our beloved fam here. Maddie, Leah. Hey, Brandon. Thanks for being here. Liz, everyone. Send us in all your super chats if you feel so inclined. Ask us your burning questions. Ricky, what have you been up to?
Oh my God. Same shit, different asshole, I guess. I mean, nothing in my life.
Here we go. Where's my drink?
Yeah.
My ass at work. I haven't really been keeping up with politics that much anymore. I've just been doing my own shit. Like, it's just I applied to grad school, so we'll see what happens.
Well, no, hold on. Bump up your portfolio. It's really good.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, everyone, so many different people tell me how they like see your work.
Follow him on Instagram. He has his whole. Don't you have your portfolio up?
Oh, yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. I always forget my this.
Damn it! I forgot to update the bio to include all the links and shit. But I'm gonna do that as soon as this is done, or just look at the last stream we did, and it'll be in the description for people watching this after.
All right.
Or just go to my Instagram.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. What about you, Mikey?
Oh, same old. So I'm moving to Florida.
Yeah, when?
I don't know. It's been a slow ass process, so I'm not sure. Probably not until like, I don't know, summer, fall, something like that. I'm planning on going there probably like March or April to like look at places and stuff.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
So yeah, you guys got to come there now too. It sucks because all my friends are in Texas, but like, yeah, I felt like Florida is just kind of better.
You're a lot closer now. You're a part of the South, so I don't know. We're rocking and rolling.
Somebody said to me because I've been kind of nervous about like moving out of a big city. Like, am I still gonna like have crazy shit happen and have stories and stuff? So someone had said to me like, get ready for moving to Florida. There's a lot of weird shit there. Yes, perfect. That's like all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know. We're good now.
Mikey can go like bum it with all the crackheads down in my. It'll feel just like home, you know.
Yes.
It's
I will fit right in. Thank you guys already for super chats. Cody, I love you. Thank you so much, Mike Harlow. You're doing our country a great service by blessing us with more pictures of Ricky's face and not just after he's anamorphed into a raccoon. I agree. That is one thing that I will take credit for blessing you guys with.
Thank you.
Caleb, thank you so much for the super chat. Hello, my friends. A great way to kick off the new year. Love y'all. 3 of you always managed to make me laugh. And the fact that a third of you tried my cake that was very good cake, I must say. Thank you for being here. Sorry, I'm like blind. Anyway, God, there's been so much stuff going on. I was just gonna say, yeah, I've kind of been like very burnt out with politics too. I'm just so over it.
Yeah, I don't like. I just want to like do my own fucking thing now. But then it's like that's the thing. Like,
Where did your voice go?
We didn't hear a word of that.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
I totally forgot what I just said. I was just saying. I guess politics gets old. I don't know. Like it's just like beating a dead bush.
I think it's because everything seems so depressed. I feel like it was more fun. It was more fun when it didn't like personally impact me as much with all the mandates and stuff, when it was like ever so slightly further removed, or when it felt like there was some kind of hope of voting it out or something. But everything's just felt hopeless lately.
Like, but I think I see that too, but it's also in the same breath, like I'm just like laughing at it all now. But it's really serious. I'm just gonna laugh at it.
I'll always text Ricky, always be like, Ricky, I'm so sad, man. Did you see what happened in the news? And he'll be like, oh, I'm laughing my ass off. There's no he's always Ricky's such a doomer. I hate it.
His favorite feel-good comedy is January 6th.
Oh my God, yeah. So many golden moments. You guys see that one video of that one Trump supporting guy? Like, we can go in there and we can take that place. And then there's like this guy with a squished MAGA hat in the background. He's like, and then do what? It's just like.
Was that the Fed?
I don't know who.
That was Ray Epps. Ricky.
That was Ray Epps.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was one of the paid instigators.
Isn't it amazing how they're imprisoning like little old grandmothers, but not him?
It's like that one bitch. Not that. She's that old lady. There's a photograph of her. I think she's in the.
That bitch. I mean that old lady. I want a shirt that says that.
That's the old lady. What are we gonna do?
Wait, you're cutting out.
Oh my God! Can you hear me now?
So, what are your thoughts, both of you? Cam, we'll start with you on all the speaker shit.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you asked. Well, I pulled my speech. No,
You have a speech?
yeah, no, I don't. But I think it's really good. The speaker thing, I think it played out really, really well. I'm pretty confident in the House's ability to, act good on the compromises and whatnot. I'm very, very proud of my representative from Texas. Not mine, but he's one of mine. He's one of the Texas representatives, Chip Roy, for negotiating successfully with Kevin McCarthy. I think that he played it really, really well. I think that, oh gosh, I don't want to like start into a rant or anything, but I think that there's people in the GOP that are way too content and people that are just never going to be content. So people who are way too content are people like Dan Crenshaw, where, Kevin McCarthy could kill a puppy or kill, 50% of the American population. Dan Crenshaw would be like, he's a speaker. It's too bad. I don't know what I can do. And then you have people, and I'm not saying I don't like him, but Matt Gaetz, who I don't think would ever be content with anything Kevin McCarthy gave concessions to. And I think, you cannot like McCarthy, but at the end of the day, he has a lot of support, and get some concessions out of him. Play your hand well. I think that Chip Roy played his hand well, better than Matt Gaetz did. Doesn't mean I don't like Matt Gaetz. I think he's fine, but that's my opinion.
Interesting. What do you think, Ricky?
Who's the speaker now? Isn't that the Red Scare guy or some shit? No, anyway.
That was McCarthy from like 60 years ago.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I didn't even know that they were voting on that shit until like they almost voted for him, or like until they like won. Yeah. I agree with what Cam said.
Well, do you want to go through them?
What?
Do you want to go through the compromises?
Yes.
Well, what I was going to say first, yeah, totally. What I was going to say first, like, maybe there's something I don't know about it, but I just kind of feel like, what's the point of compromises in terms of, like, there's a Democrat Senate, a Democrat president, nothing's going to pass anyway.
Well, I think that if you really look at the compromises, it's going to make sense to you what these 20 individuals really wanted. So what these 20 individuals wanted is they wanted a more representative House that operates less on, the policies that Nancy Pelosi implemented, which was kind of like she is the queen of this entire branch of Congress. Republicans are guilty too, whatever. And it's really giving back the fighting power to each individual member of Congress to make their arguments sound and whatnot. So like they have first off, they had the single congressperson can call to vacate. So if Kevin McCarthy doesn't stick up to his word, all it takes is one GOP congressman or congresswoman to say like, hey, you're not keeping up with your word to vacate, which is, I don't know how I feel about that, but they're going to go and another one of the compromises was to officially go and do an investigation in the FBI and CIA and how they played a role in going after American citizens.
I wasn't aware of that one.
Yeah, term limits are going to officially be put up to a vote in the House of Representatives.
I think. Sorry, I was just going to go for I think with that, the only way to achieve it would be if it didn't count for any of the people currently serving, because none of them are going to vote for that.
Right,
so
right. No, I agree.
It starts when our career is over.
The Texas border plan is going to be put before Congress. Bills presented to Congress will be this is my favorite one. Bills presented to Congress will be a single subject, no omnibus, with all the attendant earmarks, and there will be a 72 minimum hour period to read them. So this is going to give members of Congress to time to really read these bills that aren't all porked up and make good, headstrong decisions.
You mean you'll actually get to read the bills?
It's crazy, right? It's who could have thought of it?
Who would have thought of that? That's crazy.
Well, I mean,
I remember saying that years ago when I was still a liberal, how they should just vote on one thing at a time so you know what they're voting for. And all these people came after me, like, how dare you question things? Like, I think that I made a Facebook post about it. I must have had like 500 comments of these people screaming at me. So you can't even say that around those people.
Well, it's because I remember I was talking to a lefty about it, and he was like, oh, but like, if we do that, then the government's not going to get anything done. And I was like, and? Okay.
Well, what's it doing now?
Yeah, real. What is it doing now? Besides screwing us over.
See, I feel a little bit differently. For me, it pisses me off that that McCarthy voted for vaccine mandates in the military. I feel like that needs to be such a hard line for the party that it's like, why do we even have a Republican Party? So I feel a bit differently, that I'm not too thrilled with him.
I don't think anybody's extremely thrilled with McCarthy. I don't think the base really loves Kevin McCarthy. I think that what was important is the compromises that we got out of him. And I think that, so don't be too upset. I understand I know he started going into this whole thing like America isn't a country, it's an idea during his speech. Like, a complete idiot, but
no.
Other than that, no, but just be happy that, these are good compromises that were made in my eyes. And I'm happy that both sides were able to come to an agreement.
I'm just glad that there were people standing in opposition. And I think I always feel really strongly when people talk about all the things that are wrong with the Republican Party. I'm like, yes, exactly. And those are reasons that you should be a Republican. Stick around and be part of the change, as horrible as they are.
But did you guys see that one really weird, like some old
You're cutting out, bitch.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I gotta like sit really close to it like a fucking boomer. Did you
Ooh,
guys
baby.
video of that old guy whispering in Matt Gates' ear all weird, and the motherfucker was turning pink as a pussy under all of his fountain. Like, I just want to know, do you guys know what video I'm talking about?
Yes.
What the fuck was that?
I really want to know what he was saying.
That was
I can't stand how they do. Have you guys seen they do these like bad lip reading videos? I'm like, can someone just do like good lip reading and let us know what they were saying?
said. Like,
Yeah, I'm so sick of these people. But you're right, Cam. It's funny how I feel like things have kind of, you've had like a real sort of political journey since we met a while back, that you were kind of like more, I don't know. I feel like you've become very Republican, and I'm very happy about this.
I think it's a change in strategy.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's kind of the only way when people talk about like, I don't know. I just like reality. I feel like that's kind of the only way to infiltrate the parties. I don't know.
Oh, Cameron, you were such a dumb little kid when I first met you. I'm so happy you grew up.
No, I don't mean you. I mean in general, like third parties and stuff. I'd be all down for that if there were like a plan for victory with that, but there isn't one right now.
Well,
so.
I will say this: when I did vote in 2022, at the local level, I saw all my so the Brazos Libertarian Party. It's a bunch of elderly gentlemen. They're very handsome, very nice gentlemen, and they were all running locally. And I did write their names down, or I circled their names. It's, it's my buddies, it's my homies, and I'm writing their locally names down. But at higher ticket stuff, no.
it was going to completely different direction.
Wait, bitch, move closer. We can't hear you.
Oh, I just said I thought this story was going to go into like a completely different direction.
What?
Never mind. You're like all these older, handsome young like men. I was like,
We thought you were going to be having some Madison Cawthorn orgies.
Why do you think I have the little CashApp link on my Twitter? I go to all these Libertarian Party meetings. I'm a poor little twink who doesn't have any money. Hint, hint. Take notice.
I feel like I'm too old to be a poor little twink.
Yeah.
Being a twink is what's in here, Mikey.
I'm still iffy on the definition of that.
I don't really know what it means. I just thought it meant like.
Is there an age cutoff for twink?
I feel like there's an age cutoff for when you become a little tragic.
Oh, the twink to tragic pipeline is probably.
Oh my god!
Here I come.
That's one of the games we should play. We should play Twink or Tragic and put up pictures of people that we know.
I am so down for that. By the way, are you guys with me? Like, nobody should ever die. No gay man should ever bleach their hair after 30.
But we all have to do it at least once. We all have to do it. Mine lasted for a solid day, I think. And I said this was a mistake. Was
it after a breakup?
You bleached your hair?
Yes!
I did it after a breakup too. High five.
What the hell was I about to say? Yeah, the age cutoff is 30. Somebody just said, wait, Duke, Mikey's a twunk. So is that like the past tense of twink? Like the twink has twunk?
No, it's a twunk is a more muscular twink.
Oh, thank you. I have a feeling you're watching this show in Braille, but thank you.
I love you guys. I'm happy this is happening.
I know. I missed you guys so much. Brandon, what do you mean who is Cam? He's Cam. He is ill Italian guy on the Twitter. You guys tell Brandon he needs to come on soon.
Brandon looks like an influencer, dude. That is a good picture. That's a good PFP.
He is one.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
He's Brandon. Walk away.
I don't know any of the walkaway people besides from you and someone from New Hampshire we won't name. So
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Me neither.
But apparently Walkaway platform is launching in February, so I'm very excited for that. And they are now arguing that I'm not a twunk, so thanks. I'm happy for Duke being blind. And I agree with Michael. Cam is one of the coolest Twitter peeps.
Absolute facts.
Oh, I know this guy. You're the guy with the G last name. I know you. I follow him.
The G?
The G last name. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. He has a funny G last name.
Oh,
Not a funny G last name. I'm sorry.
Are you on any pain meds post surgery?
I'm not. I'm only on. No, I'm just like this. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Brentley. Maddie. Cam is Cam. I agree.
True.
Leah, Michael, I'm embarrassed to admit that I had crushes on guys who bleached their bangs. Oh, Leah, did those relationships work out? Because I have a feeling like, might be a little light in the loafers.
Yeah, where's your husband and your PFP? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
No, she has lost a boyfriend now,
I'm so sorry.
I know her boyfriend ain't bleaching no bangs.
Wait, Mikey, what are you drinking?
Corona. See, oh my God, this is the problem. I should have saved it for later in the broadcast, but I can't. So I always end up getting trashy on here.
I am drinking the most disgusting wine that I've ever had. I saw it at Target. It was on sale for $4.
What's that?
It was wine, $4.
What is it though?
Red.
Just red. Does it say that on there? Red.
Generic. Oh my.
By the way, Fealty thoughts. We need double date soon.
A double date soon?
With who? Do you got a boyfriend?
I have no idea what you're talking about. What is Cameron's last name? I don't know. Do you say your last name?
Subject.
I don't know. It depends on whether or not you're interested, Brandon.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Go to my Twitter. He's on my Twitter.
Yeah, go. My Twitter's under
His
Twitter.
Oh, I forgot. You want to hang out tomorrow? I probably can. Yeah. On Chrissy's show. Do you guys know Chrissy? You would love her.
What's Wet Spot?
You would be amazing on it. If you ever come to New York, you have to come with me on it. So our friend Chrissy Mayer has a show that they've they do in studio here. That's all about lots of different filthy things.
To say it's
Brandon, I hate you so much.
We need a white photograph as the cover.
Speaking of tragic, you know what we need to talk about? You know who we need to talk about?
Ooh.
George Santos.
Well,
The guy who was caught lying about everything.
Yeah.
Oh, is he the Republican?
He's the first gay Republican, the first homocon ever elected to Congress.
Blue and crazy over supposedly. Oh, I'm not a white.
Get closer.
I said that was the one that Blue Anon was going off about because he did the.
Yeah, so stupid. What were you saying, Cam?
I forgot.
What are your thoughts?
No thoughts, head empty. Oh no, I just I felt bad, man. I know he's a serial liar, but everyone lies in Congress. So I know he's not the best guy, but I felt kind of bad when he was sitting all by himself and he was just kind of
Aw.
sitting there in Congress alone. I was like, oh, thank God, mommy MTV.
That's so true. That's so true. You look like I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I don't know. If it almost looks like the weird kid at school that nobody wants to sit next to him.
Aw.
So MTG had to go over and talk to him. She's like, hey buddy. How you doing?
She comes over, she's like, I just want to let you know it's okay? You can pray your way out of this.
I felt like, so I was like defending him for a long time that like, and I still feel this way that like, you know, I don't want to hear shit about his lies until all their other lies that actually impact people's lives, until there's some accountability for that. However, once it got to him lying about like his mother dying in 9/11, I'm like, all right, I'm kind of like, you know, you kind of made your bed, bitch. I cannot help you.
I think he also posted a really bad meme with Obama in it a while ago that was like not something you should post.
What did he post?
It was just a real bad meme about Obama. So you can draw your own conclusions about what it was, but
it was really bad. Can you hear me?
Yes. So it sounds like something Ricky would have posted.
No, it's something Ricky wouldn't have posted. That's
what
how
did he
bad
put
it was.
A hole in his nose, addition his lip.
I would never go that far. He like cropped a chimpanzee face over Obama's face and Michelle Obama's face.
Ooh! Was this recent?
That's really bad, and he should have done that.
Was this recent?
I think it was like years ago. It's bad. He shouldn't have done that.
Anyways, moving on.
Thank you, Kevin, for the super chat. Kevin here. Just wanted to say I'm so happy that you met. When you're down in the sunshine state, totally, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you for that.
So do you just not want to jinx it? Is that why we're not talking about it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, Ricky, who's going to be the guy and who's going to be the girl for our double date with Mikey?
Whatever.
Are you going to be the guy or am I going to be the guy?
Well, obviously I'm the girl because I'm 5'6".
Don't you think it'd be funny though if I like went in huge pigtails and a skirt? You just had to drag me around everywhere.
Kind of weird Tim Burton couple.
I think Brandon really wants to like follow you on Twitter. Ill Italian guy, or is it ILL?
ILL and then Italian guy. Ill Italian guy. I'm sorry if I'm not.
What were you spelling? What were you drinking when you wrote that?
What Caleb said.
Or that? No.
No, well, it's supposed
to be. Oh my God!
Like,
no, they're all wrong. They're all wrong.
Oh shit! No, it's the second one. I'm sorry. There you go.
No, it's wrong. There's a U.
Yeah, there is a U. Okay.
I
don't know what you were smoking when you made that handle.
No, well, it's supposed to be funny. It's like a ill, as in like ill, like cool. Like, you know, like when, oh, that's so ill. That's so cool.
You mean,
is that a thing people say?
There's a thing people used to say, Mikey. You should know. God.
I hate you. By the way, I will just say, if there's someone that I'm potentially, possibly seeing, even he does not know my real age.
King.
You shouldn't be ashamed of your age, Mikey. You should be happy about, you know, the way that you look. You look really good.
You do.
Oh, I love you guys. I feel like I appreciate that too, that was the end of the sentence, because I feel like I've reached the age where people start telling you look good for your age.
That's the worst. I've stopped.
Hell yes, Cody. I'm a vampire.
Ricky, do you have AirPods?
I was just going to ask that.
But they don't my sound anymore.
Oh.
Do you have like another mic? Try those. Go to the settings though in audio to make sure they connect. Oh, Fealty, I love you. And I'm completely with John on this. I'm not sure. Earth Bull, thank you.
Stop the count. Put it away. Put it away. I made it in like 2015, 2016.
Did people still say that then?
No, I just kind of pulled it out of my ass. just like my appendix. So, everything's coming out of my ass this weekend.
What other things we need to know?
Just my appendix, Mikey. Nothing interesting.
Aw. Did you wait, Ricky? Speak. No, now we can't hear you at all. One second, I gotta plug my charger in because I forgot to. Sorry. Okay, now we can't hear you at all. Go to Did you do the settings?
I can hear.
Can you hear me?
AirPods click.
Oh, whoa, yes, speak.
But my headphones aren't in.
Oh,
Yeah, just
you do. We hear you
lean
better.
into the computer every time you talk.
You sound better though. Jack, I'm so excited. Jack, yeah, Ricky, speak.
Hello,
He lives
Jack.
in Florida where I'm moving to, and I'm so excited. Jack, you're like my first Florida friend, so we gotta hang out when I'm there. I'm very excited. Are you guys gonna visit me? We'll have like a beach party.
I really want to go back to Florida. I haven't been there in like 10 years.
Can we go to Legoland?
Yes! Yes!
Okay.
I've never been.
It's so fucking cool.
It's so fun. I could be there for like weeks.
Yes.
I love the huge dioramas they do. They do such big dioramas.
Oh, that must be like porn for you, Ricky, because like building things.
Well, him too. He's like a. Actually, I won't out him for his fucking nerdy ass Lego.
Oh my god, what is that?
It's a Lego. I have them everywhere.
I love that.
DDLF, you need to visit me.
Yeah, Daniel, are you gonna move back to Florida? I know there was something that you were
He should.
playing with.
Seriously.
Get the fuck out of New York.
Like he moved to New York and I'm moving there. Which, by the way, if anyone feels so inclined, I have a give, send, go for my move and my documentary I'm making about it. So the link is maybe somewhere or it's on my Twitter. I need to update it. But check it out. It's givesendgo.com/escape from New York. I'm excited. I've been filming like everything through the whole process. So I'm making a documentary, How to Escape a Blue State.
Are you doing it with like anybody that you know?
My parents are going to be in it.
Your parents? Okay. Dang, so you're doing this all by yourself.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I can't wait to watch it.
Mikey.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, it'll be like my friends there will be, it'll have like special guest stars and shit.
Right.
Do you guys know David Leatherwood? His handle is Brokeback Patriot.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yes, I'm going to stay with him when I go to like look at places. Yeah, though it's hard because it's just gotten so horrible here. So I'm trying to like get my whole family out.
I know it's hard, and I know when you're going through it, it feels like there's so many things that you don't have all the details figured out for. You just have to jump, and to a certain point, you just have to jump. And when you get there, you'll figure everything out that it comes. Just fucking do it, okay? And I know it's scary, but you got this.
You did it. You're like my hero. You're my idol for this. Cause you just literally like packed up one day and moved halfway across the country, and you're freaking thriving there now.
And I think people see that side and they're like, "Oh, that's great." It was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying. I had no plan. I only had, I think, 3,000 in my bank or something like that.
Move closer.
I had like 3,000 in my bank account, so I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, and I don't know how I can make ends meet. But I went there. I walked into a restaurant, got a job. You gotta take what you can take, and then from there, keep climbing more opportunities. But you got this. Don't worry. It's gonna be.
Oh, I love you.
Anything, let me know.
Oh, you're the best, and you're freaking doing it.
Shit, I don't know how. Like, sometimes I wake up in my apartment, which like looks cute as fuck now. Do you remember, like, when you came here, there was like nothing. There was
Looks so different now.
There's absolutely nothing on the wall because I didn't have anything with me. And then I wake up in a bed that I didn't have before, and I go over to a table that I have, to a couch that I have. And it's like one day when you just like you keep going, and one day you wake up and you realize you are at where you were. So For anyone else who's trying to leave a blue state, just pull the trigger, just run, just jump. You got it.
Yeah, I'm nervous. Earth Bowl. I'm a New Yorker who left to Florida in 2012. Honestly, the best decision ever. I'm nervous, but yeah, I'm excited. I got to get out of here. What sucks too is like, you know, I'm trying to find a different job because I'm annoyed with the one I have. And it's like, even though the government mandates ended here, they didn't really, because every place, even if you just try to get a job as a bartender, every place still requires them. It's crazy.
That's so disgusting.
I still can't believe this is even like a thing that happened.
Yeah.
That's been the craziest thing, watching like seamlessly normal people go completely fucking crazy over the past 4 years. Like, if it wasn't so serious, it'd almost be funny. It is kind of funny.
By the way, in New York, like 90% of people, you go on the train, 90% of people are wearing masks again. Like, they will never let this shit go.
Because essentially what it did is it gave people who didn't have anything else going for them in their lives a sense of security and power, especially security and power in dictating over other people's lives and what they do to make them feel more virtuous and part of like this bigger thing that they're better than you in some way. And they're not going to let that go. So at this point, and also you can't debate them at all. The best thing you can possibly do is just laugh at them. Just laugh.
You know who you look like right now? The owl from Winnie the Pooh.
Is it the glasses?
You look very wise and like stately and shit.
Oh shit, statist. Fuck.
No, stately. Oh, Cam. So I got a question. I have a Facebook question I got for you. Somebody commented on my Facebook and was like, why does Cam want to be treasonous and secede from the Union and break up the United States? So tell us your thoughts on that.
Whoa, that's a lot. Disclaimer, I have kind of done a priority shift, and I don't know, how do I put this? I don't think leaving the United States is realistic. I don't think anyone thinks it's realistic. I think that's like the last. That's like kind of the last thing you have in your arsenal after the state becomes too oppressive. So,
which, you know, it kind of has.
So I know that there's something in Texas called the Texas Nationalist Movement, and their like main issue is to secede from the United States of America. I think it's based. I think it's cool. I don't think it's ever going to happen. What I would like to see in Texas, and what, you know, conservative Republicans and even libertarians do in Texas, is do stuff that like is within reach. You know, like go for expanding school choice, go for expanding gun legislation, or not gun control, but giving guns back to the people. Go after defend the guard legislation, which would keep the Texas National Guard here in Texas and not overseas where they don't belong. I think that's real legislation that you can pass that would make Texas a much, much better place. So would I like to see 50 individual states with their own laws and not dictated by the FBI and the CIA and these huge, national government lousy people? Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, though. So, from a purely like libertarian perspective, yeah, that would be ideal. It would be cool to have a ton of different mini places that all have their own laws and whatever, but I don't think that's realistic. So yeah, I might have flip-flopped on that position. I'm sorry. I'm only 22 years old. I don't really know what I'm saying. Please bear with me.
Same. I'm
just thinking through all of it, But yeah, I think that the huge thing. I'm sorry, I'm going on. I promise I'll wrap it up. But
no, go on.
I say a lot of things that I think in theory are really good, and then it's like stuff that I believe and then stuff that I would try to put into policy. They're two completely different camps. So you have to keep that in mind. And I think everyone's like that, right? I mean, Mikey, if he had the chance, would have, like 15 different boyfriends right now, but that's not something that he can do.
I would not. I would not. Just one.
Just one. Good. I'm proud of you, Mikey, by the way, for your non-existent boyfriend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You deserve it.
Oh my gosh, I forgot what I was saying.
Is he not? Is he watching but not watching this?
Oh my god, how embarrassing! I forgot what I was talking about. I forgot what I was saying now. Shut up.
Yeah, you did. Screw you. It's all Ricky's fault.
Yeah, it's all Ricky's fault.
It is.
Oh my god, what was I saying? No, I agree.
We were
It's
talking
awkward.
about a plan to leave the union.
Yes. No, I agree. It's like I said before, I am a reality lover. So like emotionally, it would be lovely if we didn't have to deal with all this shit and people who want to lock everything down and blah, blah, blah. But that's never going to happen. So
here's a more interesting question. If you had to divide the country in two based on one issue, what would it be?
Those who, and this is purely because Cam said this to me months ago, and I completely agree with it. Those who felt that lockdowns were a net good versus those who felt like not lockdowns were a net bad. Divide the country that way. And
It would be perfect.
It's perfect.
It'd be perfect.
that's what I was going to say too. And mandates. And it's crazy how many people are dropping dead from this shit and still won't let it go.
No, they're not. They're just like completely normal athletes to die of random heart failure. Completely normal. It happens every day, according to like the past year. That it's normal. It's fine. Everything's fine.
By the way, side note, parentheses, Cody has moved for you to be renamed Cammy. Ricky, Mikey, Cammy. Does anyone call you Cammy?
Nobody has called me Cammy. I guess we're going with it.
Everybody, you call me YouTube doesn't like Vax talk. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't think. Okay, hold on though. I was reading. Well, I don't know like pretty much anything on the vax stats. I haven't like looked into it. I thought that this is just me being naive. Don't kill me in the comments. But I thought that heart attacks on football as in like soccer, were common. Are they not? Is this like
not
a
like
new
this?
occurrence? Not like this.
Like
Okay.
this. And it's not just football. It just happened to a basketball player. I need to find it since I'd probably be butchering it offhand, but I was just reading about how deaths of people 18 to 49 are hugely up among people who are vaccinated.
Okay.
You're just all of you guys are a science denier. Fauci is God. Hail Fauci. It's completely normal for football players. Sorry, I'm a little drunk right now.
I'm catching up.
It's totally fine. Normal.
Okay. I'm glad that I've been educated. Thank you, Ricky.
Yeah, get your 5th booster.
Thank you for telling me everything I've been told for the last 2 years by every major media outlet.
Who would have thunk it?
Are you using a whole can opener to open your beer?
I had this really cute one. And I think on some stream I did, I like threw it and now I can't find it. And that shit's heavy too.
Oh, life in New York. Okay.
I'm a little tipsy now too. I have like no tolerance.
My level.
Great. So when do I become the moderator for the
MIKEroaggress'd.
You're already the moderator.
Basically. No, though, people are never going to friggin' let this shit go. I thought, by the way, I was sick like a couple weeks ago pretty badly and I like couldn't taste shit or whatever. So I was like, oh my God, it finally happened. I finally got COVID. And like all the tests were negative. So I still haven't gotten it. I mean, who knows if we can,
the tests aren't even.
I know.
No.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So, but it counts. So I've still never had it in terms of going by that metric.
I'm pretty sure I had it a month ago. It was not great, but I mean, you get sick. It's what happens. You just kind of suffer and go.
I really am pissed at myself that I really wish I would have put my foot down with my dad and had made sure that he didn't get it, because he's the only one in my family who got it, and he's the only one in my family who got COVID after. But thank God he's okay. But I was just thinking about that yesterday. I'm like, I'm fucking pissed. Because when it started, there was so much pressure that I was like, I'm not going to involve myself in anyone else's choice. I made my choice. You make yours. But by now, I really wish I would have put my foot down. Like, I cannot believe anyone is still pushing for this shit.
Wait, how old is your dad, though?
91.
Okay, so, at the time, right? I mean, I think that's like, I don't know. I think that at the time, with the information given, he made a good decision at the time. I don't think there's anything you could have done to change that. I would have said, I suggested my dad. I told, when my dad is older. So he still looks great, though.
Oh,
so,
mine too.
Just in case he watches this one day.
I want to meet your dad.
He's a great guy. He's very good. But I would have suggested that he got it. I mean, he's old. He's not the skinniest man anymore. He looked great in high school, though. So I'm trying to hype him up. But it's we didn't. None of us knew this thing. Same with the lockdowns. I feel like a lot of people genuinely thought that lockdowns were a good idea. Obviously, all of us kind of saw through that, right? But I don't. Ryan Gradusky said this on the Dangerous Rhetoric podcast, but he said he gives a 90-day leniency from when all this COVID stuff broke out to the policy. So governors who shut down for 90 days, right?
I agree.
It's that 90-day policy of nobody knows what's going on. It's scary. Everyone's scared. But now we've all lived through it, and we know how to respond if something like this happens again. So that's all good.
Brentley said, me and DDLF were screaming PSYOP from day one. See, with me, I gave the benefit of the doubt for like a couple weeks. And I will admit, and this is what pisses me off so much, is that, let me know if you guys agree, I really very much think we would have been in much, much, much better shape if Biden were president when this started. And I only say that because if that happened, everyone would have distrusted it immediately. I think a lot of people gave Trump, myself included, gave Trump the benefit of the doubt and thought, oh, he wouldn't let that happen. And so kind of went along with it for a bit. By the time we were told that Black Lives Matter can riot by the hundreds of thousands, and that's totally fine, and that's good for COVID, but you can't go to your grandmother's funeral, it was like, done.
Yeah.
And
what do you guys think?
That, there wouldn't have been maybe as bigger of a push to make this seem as bad as it actually was if it was under Biden, because there was no incentive to make it look like the current atmosphere was so bad. I felt like there was definitely a incentive to make it look like things were much worse than it actually was under POTUS 45.
Right.
Fealty said, with that mindset, Hillary would have been good too. I agree. I think if it were any Democrat, that every single person on the right would have said no. That's maybe it's just being in New York and the consequences of people complying or something I got to see every day. But I've always been infinitely more pissed off at the right than the left about this shit, because so many of them just went along with it and complied. Like, I think if a Democrat were president, we all would have known what was happening. And from day one, I think tens of millions of people would have just said no. And if they would have done that, if they would have said, no, we're going on strike, we're not going to drive the truck, we're not going to do this until this is done, it never could have happened, because there would have been so many millions of people doing that. But that never really happened. And I think that's because we got started off on the foot of people trusting Trump.
Well, and I think that you and Ricky had it tough, because Ricky started in California and you started in New York. I've always been in Texas, in the lightest of light blue cities, San Antonio. So it really, I never really had to go through anything awful, because I live in a great city. So
yeah, I'm jealous.
I've never talked about it. It was probably one of the worst like living in those states. Like it was. I said it was. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna say it was probably one of the worst depressions in my life, having to live in that state during all this shit going down. And it's there's so many moving parts from like lockdowns to mandates to feeling like you can't go anywhere without being chastised or not having any job opportunities because it was perpetuate, and it totally fills your soul. If you're living in a state like that, living restrictions, and you completely do not agree with them, it fucking like eats your fucking soul, like to the point where like there's nothing left. And that's why like I had to leave. It sucked. it was bad. Like people want to say that a bit of a tangent, but it is related. People want to say there's no difference between Republicans and Democrats. On one hand, I kind of get the argument, but also let's look at red states and blue states. The COVID, look at during.
You're cutting out, bitch.
Fuck. Can you hear me?
No,
now?
go on.
Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look at the difference between red states and blue states during this shit. Like there is a difference between Republicans and Democrats. I don't know how much of that you guys heard. My fucking
No, we heard that. I couldn't agree more. It makes me so fucking mad having to have been here through all of it when these people go, oh, the parties are exactly the same. It's like, cool. Then move to Portland, move to San Francisco, move to Chicago, move to LA, move to New York, and tell me how the two parties are exactly the same. The Republican Party is annoying, and they're a pain in the ass, and there are a million things that need to be changed, but the same? No.
Yeah, I agree.
I totally agree with Brentley. Trump fucked things up, and the Trump lovers don't want to admit it. How do you guys feel about him running again?
Pass the torch. Move on. Like, thank you for what you did, but I don't trust you after how you ended things.
I mean, he had so much time with three. What was it? People who love the wall. Where's your wall, man? He had the House, the Senate, the presidency. Nothing. That's why Ann Coulter hates him. Is because he didn't.
I love her so much.
Really
I agree with her so hard.
Yeah. No, but I agree with Ricky. That's kind of why I started looking into the Republican Party when it came to me and my little libertarian arc. So
I still am one, but that's because I have a humiliation fetish, and I love it.
yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm still a libertarian, but
No, why?
well, no. Hold on. I'm a libertarian who votes Republican.
All right, it's acceptable.
Okay. That'll do.
Maddie, 100% agree. No, don't run. Lime Lady, Sarah, we love you. Congratulations on your new house.
Oh,
She's
that's
moved,
awesome.
man. And it looks beautiful. I'm so excited for them. Bundle of Wood, thank you so much. Trump needs to retire and be a grandpa.
Agree.
100.
I've seen Bundle of Wood before. I don't know.
Hi.
It's who?
It's what?
Hi.
Never mind. I know who it is. Hey, Bundle of Wood.
From Twitter.
Who is that?
His name's Ty, and his
Oh, I thought so.
well, there it is. Sorry.
Are you doxing people? Yeah, I'm so sick. I think for me, it was such a mind fuck, like that I was traveling all of 2020, giving speeches and shit. And so I was kind of inoculated from the worst of it. And then the election happens, January 6th happens. I come home. I mean, I was home before that, but it's like there's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. Everything's locked down. The mandates happen shortly after. And for me, that's the thing that's really unforgivable to me with Trump is that it just feels kind of, I don't know, it's like rubbing salt in the wound. Like I spent a year of my life trying to get this guy elected. And then shortly after, within months, I'm segregated in my city that's his city, and he would not say a word.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I also don't know what he should have done. And I'm not defending him at all. I just don't know what the best thing for him to do in that situation was.
With what, the mandates?
Yeah, when you're sitting president and you're seeing sovereign states, right, pushing or passing their own, like, whatever they want to do. What do you do as president to where you don't seem like the tyrant?
You could have fired Fauci.
That would have been great. Perfect. Wow,
Speak your mind.
Why?
Like whenever he was talking about masks, Trump, I mean, he was so obviously against them, but he would never even say that. Because it's like, and this is the thing that Republicans always do, is that they allow the left to define them. They allow the left to create new terms and create a term like anti-masker, for example, and make that a bad thing. And then instead of being on offense and standing against that, they go, "Oh, well, I'm not an anti-masker." It's crazy.
That's what I think what I'm starting to like about DeSantis. When I watch him speak, he's not on the defense. He quickly goes on offense whenever they throw a question at him. Boom, like that. Whenever he's answering a question from the press. I like that about him.
Can we talk about DeSantis for a little bit? I just got to say, so 2022, everyone on Twitter, right, was very disappointed with the election results. They were very like, oh my gosh, like Republicans did very poorly. And you know who is getting dragged on Twitter over and over again? All the right-wing populists. Every single one. Joe Kent lost. Populism doesn't work. Nobody votes for populism. Okay. I would just like to say, not a populist, by the way, but populists have won because DeSantis has been branded as establishment. The populists have shifted the overturn window so that DeSantis looks like an establishment guy. DeSantis is the most populist guy ever. He went after Disney. He opened back up the state. He's been great for his own state's people. The rebranding of DeSantis to this establishment type figure has been the biggest win for populists since J.D. Vance. I mean, they really knew what they were doing with this one, which is good. I like DeSantis.
I love it. It drives me crazy how they sorry, 1 second, we're gonna come right back to this, but I just wanted to say hi, Thin White Axe. I love you. Hello, I'll come right back. I'll probably come back and listen to this stream later because I'm very busy listening to David Bowie because it's Bowie's birthday. Happy birthday, David Bowie. I've been listening to him all day in celebration.
I didn't know it was his birthday. Oh my god, I love him.
They had a love story. Him and Bowie and Iman, they had a love story, like fucking relationship goals.
Gay? Gay love story?
No, Iman.
Who's that?
I said they, not gay. Bowie's wife. You don't know Iman? She's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I just like his music. I didn't know the man's lore. I know.
They just had the most beautiful love story ever.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah. I also wanted to bring up, hi, my beloved Max Zed. If anyone watching likes movies, movie reviews, nerdy shit, subscribe to his channel because it's amazing. Aside from DeSantis, who do you like? For president, nobody, I don't think. There are a lot of politicians that I love. J.D. Vance. I love Matt Gaetz. I love Ann Coulter, even though she's not in office. But I think it's so rare that you get someone who is just so unbelievably perfect. As he is everything that could win. He is everything we need. To me, there's no second place. There's no third place. There's nobody who can touch him in terms of exactly what we need to win right now.
John Bolton's running, Mikey.
Is that real?
That's real.
No.
Aren't you excited?
Joke. I thought that was a joke.
I don't think it was a joke. Did I misinterpret that?
I don't know. He better not.
I think he was entertaining it. If I remember correct.
Ex-Trump advisor John Bolton considering 2024 presidential bid.
Hell no. Hell no.
Isn't he the motherfucker who looks like Mark Twain? He got the
No, you're right. He does.
he should go list of wars that he wants to fight and go like off himself or something.
Joseph asks, if DeSantis doesn't run, then who is the GOP candidate? I don't know that we have one.
Probably.
What do you think?
It's gonna be the Cheeto in chief. It's gonna be the Cheeto in chief. Yep. If DeSantis doesn't win, it's him. Maybe Rand Paul. I don't know if he would run.
No.
I would prefer Rand Paul at this point.
I don't think he's strong enough to do president. I think he's a good senator. I think he's too nice.
Yeah, you need a fucking bitch in there. They need a bottom as president. They need a bottom to be president.
Ricky for president.
Ricky for president.
I'm gonna start a war the second day. I'm kidding. But like
which country?
But
we will solve the twink to tragic pipeline.
Everyone over 40 is getting plastic surgery. It's non-negotiable.
Horrible president. Don't ever.
Bolton looks like the Monopoly guy. He does.
He does, but like malnourished.
I knew he looked familiar.
He does.
The elections are turning into elder abuse at this point. I could not agree more. Thank you so much, Earthbolt, for the super chat. DeSantis is amazing, and why Florida has to secede. He's too good and has to stay home. That is how good DeSantis is. That have you guys ever seen a governor where everyone in their state says, no, you can't have him. No, he can't run. He's ours. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I like him.
By the way, parentheses, send us all your super chats. Giovanni Rastrelli, the Paisan pack is in the house. I'm just glad the alleged grooming of AOC as a potential future Democratic candidate has finally been torpedoed. Do you guys think she will run?
Has it?
Finally gone. Did we get rid of the fungus? Like, where?
Oh, now I'm just picturing her having like vagina fungus.
I will be right back.
He left out.
He's like, vagina fungus, I'm out.
We're done here. She's a wood. She's hot. Like AOC's hot. Like, not gonna lie.
Just ask Alex Stein.
Real.
Leah said, Toad Harlow 2024. Let's do it, baby.
I'm here for it. Except I want to be Vice.
I've not had pants on too many times to run for anything.
Well, shit. Oh, fuck. See, my strategy would be I would run for president, and then I would elect or choose someone worse than me for vice president so that they don't try to fucking kill me.
That's what Trump did.
That little weasel. Fuck that. Judith, whatever it's called. Fucking traitor. I don't like him.
No one does.
He's got a weird nose. He got that snake nose going on. I don't know how to describe. He just looks like a snake. Fuck Pence.
AOC is like a one-person crappy community theater production of Evita that just won't end. She is.
What's Evita? Am I supposed to know what Evita is? Is that like some gay culture
Cameron.
stuff? He's one of those. Cam's like one of those ones. Like, they don't know the.
I can't even dress right, y'all.
True.
No,
you look good.
I call Ricky before every major event. I'm like, what should I wear?
He did. He sent me which outfits look good, and I had to rate them.
You did have to rate them.
I like that. No, that's exactly how my is. I think he's like never even heard a show tune.
Oh my god, where can I find a man like? Where do you find those? I don't.
You know what we got to talk about? So I got a question before for us. Let me find it. That said, to the three of you, what's your advice on dating with apps? And I feel like I've changed. I feel like I've changed my mind on this. So like I've always said that I feel like somebody's going to be who they are regardless of where you meet them. So it doesn't matter if you meet them like on Tinder or wherever. I've changed my mind. Fuck that. Delete them. Meet them in person. because it is like 1,000 times better, 1,000 times more exciting. I really feel like these apps like create a dynamic from the beginning that's not good. So I feel like if people just like devote the energy that you put into Tinder and all that shit into into like going out meeting people in person.
I agree. I think that's great. It's a little difficult around me. I'm kind of in the butt fuck Texas.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of gay bars around me or places where I can easily meet people. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really focused on meeting anybody right now, so that hasn't really crossed my. I just do your own thing. Follow your passions, what brings you the most joy, and I think inevitably following that passion, pursuing that and spending time on that's art, that's designing. It hasn't happened yet, but I think when you follow that, life has a way of putting you in the places that you need to be, and I think part of that is, finding a significant other. So I don't know. I haven't dated anyone in a while, so I don't know. Cam, what's your thought on it?
I don't really have any advice. I'll just tell you what I'm doing. I'm not very interested. Now, I haven't really been interested in anyone for a while, so I'm just kind of going through life and doing my own thing, and then hopefully one day I'll meet someone.
I think that's perfect.
Oh, Will, you guys are the best. You need someone. You guys need someone equally worthy.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's a good mentality to have, though. I would like fucking go back and forth between like hoping to meet someone I really like and then not giving a fuck. And I was always happy to I didn't give a fuck because like we're all very homophobic. I don't like most gay people.
I think one of the biggest like recent lessons that I've had to learn, and it's not really related to that, but just like relationship advice in general, is that it's not your job to make someone else fall in love with you or find you appealing. And what I mean by that, you just have to be, and I know it sounds corny, you have to be your most authentic self, and you have to provide yourself as the product that you are to a potential consumer, right? But you just have to be yourself, and you can't just, whether it be like you meet someone online via like Tinder or Grindr or Bumble, whatever, okay? Maybe not Grindr. But or be it you meet someone in real life, you just have to be just who you are and not try to format yourself into this person that you're not, or someone that you think that they're going to be attracted to, or that you just be yourself. I know it sounds corny, but you're going to bring the people into your life that need to be there. And if they don't stick around, that's not your problem. It wasn't.
I will tell you one thing for certainty that I know this for certainty now. Find yourself a man who is as far removed from the entire gay world as is humanly possible. It is poison. And somebody who hasn't been around that and isn't part of that, it changes everything.
Yeah, that'd be great.
What do you define as like the gay world?
That whole culture of like people who they all act the same, they all look the same, they all speak the same, they all have the same interests, the same opinions. People who are like, you know what I mean? Who go to all the bars, like just that sort of, they operate by all their conventions, they fit in with all of them. They like, you guys know what I mean.
Yeah, no,
You know what? It's because, fun fact, I've never been to a gay bar. I've never been to a drag show.
You need to come here next weekend or someone.
I've been to gay bar. Like, they can be fun if you go with your friends or whatever, but.
Cam, I'm taking you to a gay bar.
Yeah, I want to come. We'll be your wingman.
But you have to pretend that you're my boyfriend so that the older creepy men don't hit on me.
Okay. Okay.
Exactly.
Someone's gonna hit on you. I'm gonna be like, "How much do you make?" They're gonna be like, 50 million. I'm gonna be like, "Okay, bitch, bye." I'm just gonna leave. You're gonna go home in an Uber, Ricky. I'm gonna get the bag for both of us. Don't worry.
The LGBT community is a cult completely. So find somebody who is not in the cult. Find yourself like a nice Leah Remini.
Oh, but it makes me so sad. Like, I feel so much like conflict with this because obviously I do love our community. I love that, you know, they have accepted me for other things. Yeah, just not politics.
No, but did you see the comment? Did you see the super chat?
No, what did it say?
Of course, you're a drag show. You're not in kindergarten. That's great, Giovanni. Oh my god.
Cam just needs to come out as a 5-year-old, and then you'll have drag like flash cock in your face, and it'll be there. You go.
You're trans age.
You're trans age.
Sarah said, I met my husband in kindergarten. Holy shit. We graduated together without ever thinking about dating the other. Then 10 years after graduating, we met up for lunch and hit it off. Then timing is everything. Aww.
It's cute.
Oh my god, I want your life. What the fuck? That's awesome.
That's beautiful.
I love that story.
That's beautiful. I'm like, aw. Leah, everyone's just like telling us their love stories. I love it. Leah said, Sarah, my boyfriend and I were at the same mutual friend's wedding, but we didn't meet or talk to each other or had any clue we'd both been there until months later on the following Easter. Aww.
That's so cute.
Oh, I want to say so many things, but I won't.
Damn.
That's so cute.
Yeah, well, thing, like, I mean, so I've had a couple boyfriends, but there was one that like I love, still my best friend in this world. Is my boyfriend throughout high school, and we just met by like chance, and we started off as friends. But I think that's also the important thing. I think you have to be like friends with someone first.
You think? See, for me, I'm like separation of church and state. I keep friends so I could never. I don't know. My friends are just like the most asexual people in the world to me. I keep it separate. What about you, Cam?
I feel like that I feel like the longest relationship that I ever had, he wasn't like one of my friends. We like met through Instagram or something. And that was good. It was good for the time. And then I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know if like a friend is better. I feel like it kind of sucks, right? Because if you find someone in like your friend group that you really like, and then you hit it off with them, and then you guys break up, like you can kiss goodbye to that friend group. I don't know. It's just like, at least for me, I get too possessive with like relationships. So I don't know.
A little bit.
What do you guys do after you break up? Do you like cut them out of your life completely, or? Yeah. Okay. I'm the same way, Mikey.
We're all vengeful Italians here. I don't believe in this like forgiveness.
So my ex-boyfriend and I, we broke up, and then we went to the same college, but we weren't talking to each other at that time. We broke up before the summer, started school. We had every single art studio together after the breakup. And by the third day, we looked at each other and we said, mind you, we hadn't talked to each other in like close to a year. And we said, someone fucking hates us because they put us in all the same classes together. But we weren't talking before then. I think if someone is in your life, even if it's like a relationship, some people ask, can you be friends after a relationship? I think you need time apart. You just need time apart, and by some weird circumstance has to throw you back together. For me, that was having every fucking class with this faggot. But now, like one of my best friends in the whole world still. So like I think you have to like I think I'm
just too possessive for that. I just don't. I don't know.
Well, he did. One day during class, he came in the morning, he had a huge hickey on his neck. And I was like, okay. So I went out and I hooked up with somebody, and I got a bigger hickey on my neck the next day.
I love you so much, and this is why we're friends. I love you so much.
I said, look at that. I said, look at that.
Oh my god. What was the one that I was gonna DDLF. I live with my ex and we're best friends. They broke up.
Yeah. It works. Like some people work.
Daniel, we need to catch up, Daniel, because I have shit to tell you too.
Mikey, you
like
dog.
what?
Oh no, that's not what you meant. Oh.
I didn't mean that. No, we're friends. Oh my god, I didn't mean that.
I was like, this man cannot be serious right now.
No, I went on a date with months ago with someone that he knows and that you did.
Okay.
I'll tell you about that mess another time because it's a funny story. But no, I didn't mean it like that. We're friends. God, I would never do that. Oh my god, Cam.
You're the one who said it like that. What are you don't get mad at me?
No, we're friends and we've been seeing each other a bit. I don't know like the latest goings on in his life. Terrible. Caleb, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mikey has his own guy right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So if hypothetically, if you had a guy, would he be in Florida or would he be in New York?
New York.
Oh my God, Mikey.
I know, but
What you need to do is you need to gaslight him into thinking New York is awful.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Florida with you.
Or just like gas him.
Just straight up fart on this.
That's not what I meant. I meant like use the sleeping gas and just take him to Florida with you.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm just kidding. Don't do anything illegal, please, or morally reprehensible, like Cardi B.
Thin White Axe, thank you. If you like Bowie, you'll go to search David Bowie Bust 2000 interview. He's surprisingly based in it, even though Bust is a feminist record. Ooh, I didn't know that. I got to see that. Ooh. I love Bowie so much. I can't believe you guys don't know about Iman. She's amazing.
Iman.
Wait, are we doing the libs of TikTok later?
Yes, shall we? Let me 1 second. I'm gonna look at the page.
Who plastered at this point?
I know.
I feel
Ricky was like, we need to look at libs of TikTok and drink every time.
But
There's some
already dropped.
I know.
Don't you guys feel like I'm not saying that like the teachers and stuff that are posting on TikTok totally deserve it, but dude, some of these like kids who are on TikTok like saying they're like I don't know, just whatever they feel like they are, that I feel so bad for some of those kids. I feel like they're gonna like look back and they're gonna be like, I should have never posted that. I can't believe that, like, hopefully, right?
There was who posted a video. It was a couple months ago. He was like a barista. He was talking about hours or so long, and he's a full-time student. And I was like, Bestie, I get you. That shit's hard. You can vent about it. But then people were like dragging him.
About what? Wait, what were they dragging him over?
I think he was saying that I should be making more or something, which I disagree.
Oh, yeah.
But like, they were saying, "Oh, you're just lazy. You don't understand it takes hard work." And that is
wait, who is this?
Huh?
Who is this?
I have no idea. It was some twink going on a rant on Libs of TikTok about being a Starbucks barista while being a full-time student, and that it's hard. I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, that's hard.
They dragged him over that because he was saying I should be making more, and I'm like, well, hold the brakes. But like everything else is valid.
I think it's so silly how like internet culture has just kind of made all of these like little life experiences that we all like, or all these feelings, right? Like, how many times have I thought of some dumb shit today? Like 50 million times. The only difference is that I only post about like a third of it on Twitter. So, so like, I don't know. I feel like these people who like post every single little dumb comment online aren't like, it's just like a moment of weakness, I guess. Like when I was working at Bahama Bucks.
I think,
go ahead.
sorry, social media has a way of like portraying this one thought as your entire existence, but it's just sometimes. Do you know how many times I send tweets while I'm taking a shit on the toilet? It's not even because like I believe in it 100%. I just felt like saying it, but then I get weighed entirely on this like thing. It's like this is your entire existence because people read it out of context or whatnot.
Right. It's like that poor Bernie girl. Who's like the okay boomer girl? That's her whole personality now. I'm sorry. Like
and he made bank off of it.
Did she?
That bitch is living it. That bitch is like going home tonight on like Air Okay Boomer. She has like her own fucking private plane to her mansion.
And it lives up to what Michael Bloomberg said. Every socialist in America has 3 houses. So
yeah,
there she is.
That's true. By the way, send us your super chats, y'all. John, I'll never read Ricky's tweets the same.
Yeah.
That's fitting because Twitter is the shitter of the internet. I love Twitter. My Twitter is kind of like a love fest. Like, I wouldn't know you guys if not for that. Like, I love Twitter.
That's very true.
I was just talking to this bitch the other day, and I'm like, I just randomly followed some ginger twink on Twitter, and he's like one of my best friends, and that's crazy.
And then I followed this funny little toad.
New York, and now he's one of my buddies.
And we went on a fucking trip together. That was the most fun trip ever. Oh my god.
I laughed so hard in my life it was like crazy how many weird things happened. The bitches, I don't know if we've told this. Here we are, exhausted, Mikey and I falling asleep in our fucking hotel. And
I know what you're gonna say.
And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. This bitch getting her whole ass clapped next to us in the fucking hotel room, and then Mikey run up to the wall like, shh. And we're like, this is really happening? Yeah, this bitch getting her ass clapped. Yeah, it was great.
You could literally hear the ass.
I could hear the.
What happened to Mikey?
What the fuck was that?
What was that? My man's evaporated.
I think YouTube was like, we don't want to hear about the ass cheeks slapping together.
I just feel like
not in the same room. It was the room next door.
The room next door.
You could hear her hair being pulled. Her ass cheeks were flapping.
It was. I was like, God, I wish that was me. It was crazy.
Ricky, do we have any crazy story? I know the squirrel one was crazy.
Oh, that fucking like squirrel cornering us at A&M.
That's right. I took Ricky on a tour of A&M, and then we tried to go to the Mike Pence event at A&M because Mike Pence was speaking. Mike, it's the Vice President of the United States. If it was like freaking whoever, I would go see it.
Gonna throw a shoe at him.
Great. Well, I'm glad that we didn't get in, but we ended up getting like drunk at Las Palapas off these really shitty margaritas, and then we had to wait before driving home. It was a lot. Ricky or Mikey, you need to come to Texas again.
Yes, I miss you guys.
Come to Houston. You can stay in my place.
Come to Dallas. You can stay at mine.
Decorated. You guys need to know, I still have dreams. I have erotic dreams of Ricky's risotto.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm glad you like
it. I need to cook for you next time, too.
Okay, deal. I'm good with that.
His risotto. Oh, my God.
That's it.
Damn, if you come to my place, I'll give you some microwave ravioli.
No, I'll cook for you.
It's pretty good.
What kind of Italian guy are you?
I can make like a pretty awesome pancake.
That's why the Italian guy is ill.
I love it.
I can make fajitas. It's like every white person on like Mexican night at their house is like Taco Tuesday. And then
Oh
like,
my god.
every
Leah.
white person is always all like, "Oh, we got fajitas," and everyone's like, "Oh my god, this person."
Leah said, when that kind of thing has happened to me and my boyfriend in a hotel, we pretend to do the same thing, make the bed bang against the wall and make as much noise as possible. They choir it.
Oh, I'm just trying to be like with somebody. That's all I want.
Do you remember the sign in the hotel? Drug.
Yeah, it said no. It said no. It was supposed to say no drugs allowed, but no drug allowed.
You drug, we call police.
We
And then I was texting you.
we
I was texting you when I was leaving that I heard the owner getting into this brawl with some guy, and I was like, oh, he's definitely the one that wrote that sign. I gotta like look back at my texts I was giving you, like I was just writing out everything they were saying.
in our hotel room. There was the bathtub, the bathroom area, and then the living area where the bedroom or the beds were. But there was a glass window between the tub and the beds, so you could see me full on scrubbing my balls in the shower from your bed. That was what was this? I just want to murder that interior design. Like, I'm politically correct about it. You should be shot. Putting a fucking glass. Well, then again, did we sign up for one of those hotels that charge by the hour? Maybe.
No, they charge by the day. They charge by the day, but there was just like a glass wall by the shower that looks into the rest of the room. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on the balcony while you shower. We'll take turns.
Either you're going outside, or I'm just gonna be stinky. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Was this Bates Motel? Basically, it was really fun though.
Wish.
That was so much fun. Yeah, Cam, you need to the three of us all go on a trip. Florida, I'm thinking you guys should come to Florida with me when I go.
Great.
Whatever.
Beach party.
That'd be fun. I'd love that. Florida beaches. I've never been to like a warm beach before. I've been to the beaches in Maine, which are also very good, but they're just
Was
cold.
it in the summer?
It's summer, but it's like a 70-degree beach, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I love Maine, but I've never been to like a really hot beach before.
Come to Florida.
I'll come to Florida. Yeah,
Aw.
it's fine. I'm nearly an adult. I can nearly do anything I want, but we'll
Me
see.
too. Hey, Ricky, Cam, Mikey, if y'all ever come to Florida, I'll make you Mexican food or take y'all out to a Mexican restaurant. Yeah, let me know where in Florida you are because I'm like moving there and shit.
Awesome.
Even though I will say recent developments are gonna like make that difficult, but you know.
You have to do what is best for you and your familia. That's-
True.
Mikey has to hold his first time. I've eaten alligator. Have you guys?
It tastes like chicken.
It's good.
It's so good. It's so good, but like a better chicken. It's so good.
It is. It's like Beyond Chicken. You can't believe
It's
it's not
better
chicken.
than Beyond Chicken.
What? Okay.
Beyond Meat is fucking gross. Leah, oh my god. Whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so does your super chats. Yes, let me know. Gulf. You're in Gulf, beaches are warm. I'm going to the Gulf, I think. West Coast.
Yeah.
I'm looking at like St. Petersburg area.
Perfect.
Have you guys ever been there?
No, I was in I went to Orlando. I think I went through Jacksonville. It's beautiful.
Oh, that's nice.
Orlando is not quite beautiful. I went there maybe like a couple months ago with Chrissy. Did this like content house. It was really fun. Alex Stein was there and Carrie and a bunch of people. So that was really fun. But it was fun because it was like even being in like a less great area. Like I'm not too big on Orlando, but even being in like not my preferred area there, I was still like, oh. And then I came home and it was all rainy and shitty and miserable.
Yeah, I feel that.
Is it Republican? St. Petersburg?
So it's apparently somebody was just telling me, I think so. I mean, I think they're mostly Republican, except for maybe like Miami. Somebody was telling me, oh, there are liberals there. I'm like, you know what, though, coming from New York City, any of it is going to be conservative by comparison. So as long as they don't have fucking mandates and whatever, you know, I kind of would want there to be like a little liberalness in it so that I have something to bitch about. I wouldn't be happy unless I had something to complain about.
You need something to play with, you know.
Oh yeah, we need to all go on a trip. I miss you guys.
I would love to. I miss you, Mikey.
Aw. This is funny, Cody. If you give Mikey an energy drink, he could be an alternative energy source.
It's so true. Mikey doesn't turn off. 100% of the time until he falls asleep, and then he wakes up and boom. Like,
whatever. I feel like I'm boring by comparison to what people say about. Love Florida's bike trails, but the humid summers are a bit much. Yeah, especially so. I was hoping that I would have been there already, but you know, it's just taking a really long time, and I have to save enough money and shit. So, probably won't be there until the summer or maybe the fall. But so yeah, I'm like going there right in time for it. Leah said, Ricky, I can do you better than a glass enclosed shower. My boyfriend and I stayed in a fancy hotel, and the shower window looked right out to the patio. So we had to keep. So everyone from outside is just looking at your ass.
That's why it's so expensive.
this is why, you know what? I guarantee.
That's true.
I guarantee that building that you stayed in was designed completely by an architect, where you need to have an architect and an interior designer working. Architects have a great understanding of the shell, but they don't have an understanding of like how humans actually interact with fucking space, because they don't fucking think about that. Awful. Or
so many friends, Ricky, who see your work and are like, "Oh, you need to introduce me to him. He's so talented. He's amazing," and you are.
Oh my god, thank you.
So are you, Cam?
Yes, he is.
With what?
He's so
With all
smart.
your other stuff that you do.
Sometimes he'll be like, "Hey, can I explain this like arrow concept to you?"
Oh, the
And
planes.
Yeah.
Explaining this very like deep mathematical process to aerospace engineering. I have no idea what he's talking about half the time, but it sounds so fucking smart. And I'm like, this bitch is so goddamn smart. I have
Yeah.
no idea what the fuck I'm listening to, but I'm interested in it. It's fascinating. Cam's smart. That's a superpower.
He is.
He's very
Planes are cool. I don't know.
I don't know what my superpower is. Like
You're
being.
really good at pissing people
Getting
off.
super chats.
Yeah, send us your super chats. I don't want to keep these guys all night, so we should probably start wrapping up in a little bit. But if anyone has any final super chats, send them in.
Want to look at Libs of TikTok and drink?
Oh my god, that's right. I forgot.
That's right.
I've had a little bit to drink.
Oh my god, we've almost been on for 2 hours.
It flies by with you, my loves.
It's closed. I tried to pour it, but it's closed.
Oh, there's a New York one. Okay, wait. I'm going to share. I'm going to share the screen. 1 sec. All right. Can you see? Okay. Libs of TikTok.
Let me expand.
NYC middle school principal confirms in an email that the school offers the pornographic book, This Book is Gay, and has no plans of removing it. The book teaches kids about gay sex and encourages the use of sex apps. This is what they're giving 12-year-olds to read. Let's look at it. The ins and outs of gay sex. Which, by the way, they make it sound so appealing. So unappealing. They make me want to like never do it again. For 12-year-olds.
The ins and outs of gay
Oh my
sex.
God,
They just need
look at
they need one
this.
line that says it hurts. And that's it. Then you just move on to straight sex.
Chapter 1, exit only.
Chapter 1.
Teaching it to what?
What?
Teaching it to what grade?
12-year-olds.
Middle schoolers.
How sex
Holy
app
shit.
works. Upload a tiny pic of yourself to the app. The app works out. So it's telling 12-year-olds how to go on Grindr, which is meant for people
That's
who are
so
fucking
fucked
adults.
up.
The app tells you who the nearest homosexuals are.
Wait, but Grindr's a like 18 plus app. Like it's not supposed to be accessed by minors. So okay, these people are like encouraging minors to go out and illegally have sex with older men.
It's so fucked up because I feel like Grindr is poison for adults, and you're teaching it to fucking 12-year-olds.
This is where dude
Drink.
pairings can get tricky. At the end of the day, if you want to have anal sex, one of you is going to have to go to top. Okay.
I'm not allowed to say what I think should happen to these people.
Say it. You're on my channel. Say it.
For legal reasons, I can't.
I will say.
Who authored this book?
Wait, parentheses. We have to say goodbye to our girl, Leah. I'm off. You boys have fun. Have a good night. We love you, Leah. Yeah, though. This is what's being taught to 12-year-olds.
Boy, I got to take a fat piss. I'll be right back.
Cam, I recognize this doesn't sound very sexy, but this is the reality of butt sex, I'm afraid. And a little forethought will make your sex sexier. 12-year-olds, kids. Clean your
trying to make this all
12-year-olds.
I just don't get it, man. It's middle school.
I know. Can you imagine also how awkward, like, if you were in middle school having to listen to your teacher talk about this?
Okay, so here in middle school and stuff, I get the STD talk. I understand that. I get it. Stuff happens. I understand why you would want to talk to kids about STDs and the different ways to prevent them. Okay, that's fine. I don't think going graphically in to have sex with people is like, you're not like going in and teaching like boys how to give girls orgasms, right? Nor should you, because I mean, come on. But like, I don't get this. I just don't understand why that. And thank God this is like, this is being exposed, is because, because people like, I can't tell you how many times people have said, I've seen people on Twitter say like, this never happens. This is just like a right-wing scare tactic. This does happen. This is real. This is stuff that you need to purge out of your communities. I mean, this is
I completely agree with Maddie. If this was being taught in school, I would never have come out of the closet. I agree. I'd have stayed far the fuck in. Well, and also it's like, you figure it out on your own, as we all had to do. You don't need fucking textbooks for 12-year-olds telling you what to do and where to go. And no.
Right? I just started beating my meat on my own. And saying, this is how you stroke it. No, you should fucking shoot yourself if you're writing this for kids to read.
DDLF, I am very I've never used Grindr in my life and never will. Same.
I downloaded Grindr a couple weeks ago just for shits and giggles, not trying to hook up. Sometimes I just want to know who's gay or gay. And I shit not. Somebody messaged me on fucking Grindr in all caps and said Toad ? And I said, I'm done.
And he deleted it.
I said, I'm done.
I've had that happen too. I've had that happen a couple times back in the day.
I'm not that famous. I haven't had anyone on a dating app say anything.
Please, But then like Grindr's dumb. Like I don't even use it for hookups. Sometimes I'm just like, I see someone like, and I'm like, is he a little, LGBT? And then I find on the app, and I'm like, he is LGTB.
LGTB.
What if he's the T, Ricky?
Oh. No.
What if he's the T?
No.
Because it is apparently, I've been told, it is problematic to not have all the sex with all the trances.
Look, if I am pulling down a quote unquote guy's pants and nothing slaps me on the forehead at a certain level, it's over. It's done. Like, you need to have a schlong there or it's not going to work out. I'm sorry. That's not. I love trans people. I have trans friends. I love them to the end of the world and back. I'm not going to sleep with you. You need a cock. Okay? And that's not transphobic. It's just you need to have a penis.
And I think what I was hearing Ricky say is you need a plentiful one.
No, not even
That's
that.
what you were saying.
Something to work with. I can't work it with like a fucking plug-in like it's a fucking potato head.
Oh, gross.
So I'm not dealing with that. You need to have a penis. And that's not transphobic. It's preference, okay? Listen, not everybody likes a fine twink, okay? Oh well, I get over it. I prefer my men to have penises. I don't think it's like a crazy kind of request.
He wants copious cock.
Give me that cock. You know, like you need to have it.
Okay, let's go on
I'm so
to the
sad
next
I
one.
can't drink.
We gotta.
I love just.
No, you need to recover, Cam. But we were drinking to that one.
Okay, go down.
Drink your lemonade.
I drank all my lemonade.
Oh, we have a serious groomer teacher problem in this country. Chicago schools watchdog finds hundreds of employees groomed and sexually assaulted students. I was reading about that.
Do you got
Chicago
videos of the crazy people going on tangents about their made-up pronouns? Those are my favorite.
Here we go. LGBTQ organization offers chest binders, packers, and tucking underwear to kids who think they're trans or non-binary. Let's watch this bitch. Let me know, by the way. Can you guys hear? Let us know in the chat. Can you hear this bitch? Waiting for the chat. Chat, can you hear the bitch?
Free gender affirming
With
products.
the horrible bangs.
It's a bit of an echo, but I can hear it.
Can they? The chat is being quite slow to let us know. Damn it, chat. Can you hear the horrible
yes.
ugly bangs chick?
We're gonna go ahead and
They
assume.
heard it. I don't know what to do about the echo. Maybe put myself on mute. Okay, we'll watch.
Hello, we've been receiving a couple comments like this, so I'm here to respond. We've partnered with the YWCA to give out free gender affirming products to members of our community. We are receiving these products from the YWCA for free. We offer chest binders in the sizes extra small to 5XL. We offer packing briefs from sizes extra small to 3XL. And we offer tucking gaffs from the sizes extra small to 2XL. Our size ranges differ depending on product. If you have any other questions, comments, or complaints, feel free to contact us at this number or this email. Have a joyous day.
You burn my house to the ground! My family's dead! What do I do?
Honestly,
Can we please call them? Can we call them?
yes. Well, honestly, like it's not even that. It's just like cringe and retarded. I don't know how to explain it. It was like when I went to go take a shit at the airport. This was like several months ago, and they had this guy in the bathroom dressed in a suit who would just like hand you like paper towels to dry your hands off with, and you're like, okay, thank you. And then he would like hold his hands out like you were supposed to. This kind of feels like that. Like, are they just like handing out these fucking like cockless underwears to like minors? It's just weird. It's like, okay, thank you. Like, why do you think about that? I just want to go in your head and be like, why do you think about that? That's weird.
But what I want to know what determines the different sizes. From 2XS to 10XL, is that for like wide set vaginas or
It's
I
weird.
don't know.
What is a wide set vagina?
Wide set vagina. It's
Okay, hold on.
Like a big, it's like a Christmas ham, like a big meaty veg.
Period. Cam, are you Googling wide set vagina?
It's wide. It's a big. She's a big girl.
Wide set vagina.
Flappers.
Oh God! Oh my Lord! Yeah, that's huge.
Should I
Wow.
screen share that?
Holy shit. Okay. Well, I chose the right sexuality. Let's keep watching. Let's keep going.
By the way, have a joyous day.
Oh,
Have a joyous day with our like Packers, whatever the fuck they're called.
Packers.
Also, Darius, thank you so much for the sticker. I love you. Send us all your super chats, by the way. I want to call the number so badly, but I'm using my phone for the camera.
Wait,
I just don't.
we were supposed to drink every time we hear them say something fucking retarded. We got to find another one so we can start.
Out of all of them, I don't think that one was that bad.
Yeah.
Depending on the age that they're giving it to.
That's true. I don't know.
What? Give me a Zay Zem zombie. I really want to shit on that. Give me something.
He has such a way with words.
Give me a
I love you guys.
US bitch. But
There
there we
we go.
go.
Here we go. Wanting to be skinny is racist.
Okay.
This is not like racism, it is racism. Anti-fatness is rooted in anti-blackness. And the reason why people are pursuing thinness is because they're pursuing proximity to whiteness. The reason why people hate fat people is because people hate Black people, and appearing curvier, bigger is associated with Blackness, especially Black women, and that's why they're discriminated in the workplace, overly sexualized, and this has gone back for centuries and centuries. All systems of oppression, capitalism, sexism, racism, it all comes back to white supremacy, which is the foundation of the fabric of America and rules every sector and aspect of our society. This is not like racism, it is racism. Anti-fatness is rooted in anti-Blackness. And the reason why people are pursuing thinness is because...
Can we just like acknowledge that she just called all Black people fat?
Yeah.
Well, can we please acknowledge that?
Iman would beg to differ, bitch.
You know,
it all comes back to Iman.
I have no idea what the fuck it said, but it kind of got the same glasses as that one bitch from The Incredibles. She looked with that like she showing them the different costume. Bitch, update your wardrobe. That's my first critique of you. Ain't nothing against you personally, but glasses, baby, it's like putting makeup on a pig. You can put makeup on a pig, but it's still be a pig. You gotta work on the glasses. You gotta work on the way that you present yourself. This looks like shit.
Wait, we missed a super chat. Thank you so much, Caleb. That's really nice of you. Love y'all. It flew by. Of course, I bother each of you already, so talk to you soon, and good luck with your non-existent. Whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, Libs of TikTok.
This keeps like zooming in too much. I keep wanting to put my glasses.
Yes, though. Send us your super chats. Yeah. Right, Duke. Right. Can Naomi Campbell throw a phone at this bitch? I fucking love Naomi Campbell so much.
It's just the glasses. It's the glass. If anybody walked into the office, no, I would look them up and down. Just awful. Oh,
here we go. Here we go, fam.
She got the narcissistic look. Let's hear it.
Hello, yes, I thought I should probably address this comment. I identify as gray gender, which means I feel ties to certain genders, but it's really hard to describe, it's really hard to define. For me, it's really close to being gender fluid. I just don't personally feel like I have strong enough, consistent enough, like repeated enough dysphoria to call myself gender fluid. And in the end, I don't really care how people perceive me, hence gray gender, that's its definition. The thing is, sometimes I do feel dysphoria, and sometimes it's intense. So essentially, I will never care what gender of pronouns, what gendered compliments, what gendered questions you have for me. Occasionally, I will be feeling a certain set of pronouns more. Pronouns do not equal gender, but for me personally, they do. Thank you for asking. Hello, yes,
Well, that's cool and all, but like, does that mean I can smash or not? She's kind of hot. Like, I would. I have no idea.
Wait. Richard, you would go straight for this bitch. Like, if you're going to go straight.
Your name is Richard?
Well, she kind of, I don't know. She kind of got the dyke thing going on. It just, like, sells.
Pause! Your full name is Richard?
No.
Okay.
What's your full name?
Ricky.
That's what I thought.
What's your birth certificate? Like, mine says
Although
Mike.
I want to go by Rick. No, it's Ricky.
On your birth certificate?
Yes.
Oh, that's unusual. What's yours, Cameron?
Cameron.
Michael.
C-A-M-E-R-O-N.
Your middle name's Michael?
No, my first name is Michael,
Oh.
dumbass.
Michael Mike Harlow. Okay. My opinion on this one is that it's not that bad. I don't think she's not telling anyone that you have to call her, like anything crazy. I just think, like I said, this is an internet moment. Like, this is a moment. This is something that she's just putting out there. She's just expressing herself, I guess. I don't necessarily understand it. I don't think it's like the worst thing that Libs of TikTok has to offer.
No,
She's pretty. She's a pretty girl.
She ain't that right. She's not like
God
that.
damn it. She's a pretty gray gender person.
No, I would.
Ann Hardesty, a long-time community organizer and activist, and a recent city council member who actually did something about the homeless population, houseless population, as well as helping create I'm not living in Portland right now, but it's the citizen group that comes and deals with mental health crisis, right, instead of police, got taken out of office on Tuesday and replaced by Renee Gonzalez, who is an inexperienced person who's basically running against an unpopular Black woman. So the liberal city of Portland decided to list
An unpopular Black woman? The racism.
Wait.
to
Also, the person running against her is named Gonzalez. So, like,
My first thing against her is that pattern, darling. That does not look good on her. You got to change that up. We got to work with that.
And that hair.
The hair's fine. It's the pattern is. You got to work on that.
Oh wait, parentheses though. We have a very important super chat to read. Are you ready for this? Is Scream really that good?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
I think I saw Scream 4. It was pretty okay. It was pretty good.
4 is my favorite sequel. Yes, it's that good. We need to like watch all of them. We should just like subscribe to my locals. We should like do movie night for all 5 of them, especially before Scream 6 comes out. Yes, it is that good. Oh my god, we need to watch them. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my god. Sorry, wait. I will bring the bitch back on. She's boring me.
Yeah, I don't like this one.
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I think she's just gonna say something. My candidate didn't win. Something racism.
There
The
we go.
end. Okay.
I think
not
this-
new.
This is a really interesting. People can talk about this one.
Here, wait. We'll do this one.
Well,
Meet Australia's youngest drag queen, 13-year-old Candy Featherbottom, also known as Logan out of drag.
Hi everybody, I'm
Candy Featherbottom.
Candy Featherbottom.
Oh no, this is gonna be good.
Maybe Candy Featherbottom read the gay sex book, and that's how they then became Candy Featherbottom.
I'm so sorry.
By the way, sorry, parentheses, Mr. C, I love you, but you are wrong. 5. First of all, there is no worst one, but the lesser one is 5. 4 is amazing. I just had to say that, and now we will get on. Hey, Matt! It's Matt!
Matt!
I miss
I was like, that guy looks familiar.
We went on a fucking road trip to do indoor golfing at this huge ass mall, and it was so much fun. And I haven't seen you in forever. So I've been meaning to hit you up. We need to catch up. I miss you. Anyway, let us get on with Candy Feather.
Bottom, also known as Logan out of drag.
Hi everybody, I'm Candy Featherbottom.
And 15-year-old Queen Cherry West from Edinburgh, Scotland, also known as Sam Carling out of drag.
Hello divas, I am Cherry West, the Red Berry of Edinburgh, and I am a 15-year-old drag queen.
Though from different parts of the world, these queens have more than just their young age in common, but their passion for all things drag. Candy's love and passion for singing and performing came from watching a family-friendly performance at the local bowls club by Group Taboo, and led to her drag debut at the North Ipswich Bowls Club in Brisbane at just 10 years old.
Getting up on a stage.
Ipswich Bowls Club in Brisbane at just 10 years old.
Getting up on a stage and, bringing that smiles to those people.
Candy Featherbottom wants to bring smiles to people.
So my thing is, I don't know how to describe it.
I think you'd have to.
You go ahead, Ken.
Mr. C may be wrong about Scream, but he is right about this. His parents need to beat his feather bottom. Where are his parents?
I'm so whenever I see shit like this, he is 15. Like, nothing that he should ever be sexualized in any way. But if he feels that if drag is something that is gonna fulfillment in his life, god damn it, then pursue it. The one thing that I would say, and I have that perspective because, because of my college experience, I went to an art school. I was surrounded by a lot of really flamboyant, completely themselves people. I didn't always agree with what they pursued, but I supported them and believed in them in that way. And I think, maybe drag queen, traditional drag queen culture, it is a form of art. It's not something that should be sexualized, but it is a form of art. And if that's something, especially at the age of 15, if that's something that you should be, if you're feeling that that's what you want to do with your career, go ahead and shoot for it. You might get hate for that. But I don't know, I feel a lot for these younger gay guys who are trying to find themselves, and they, find this. The problem where I have it is when you have full-grown men flashing themselves in front of that's where I draw my gripe. But him pursuing it, so long it's not something that's completely explicit, go do it. Go be yourself. I want you to be 110% yourself. But whenever I see people like this, or people in our community like this, the way that I think about it is, how can we sell the ideals of liberty to the people? I don't know how we do it, but that's what I want to do. But yeah, I mean, go fuck it for life. Go do what you want to do. But if you're flat 50-year-old man, then we should probably talk about that. But go be yourself.
I agree. That's worse. For me, my big issue with all the drag queen shit with kids is that I feel like it is basically a delivery system for an entire ideology, an entire cult, and it's a way of bringing very, very young people at it. I guess, okay, someone's 15, whatever, if that's what you want to do it. But 13, I don't know. What do you think, Cam?
I don't know. I keep thinking, and this is someone, look, take my word or advice with a grain of salt, because, I'm not in an artsy major. I used to do theater as a kid.
You?
Yeah, I was Aladdin when that was okay. But I just think, I don't think this is normal. I don't know. And I know that's not it inherently makes it bad and whatnot. But I was going to say, I mean, you'd have to be at one of these shows. And if this 15-year-old boy is thrusting and twerking and, I don't know, doing a bunch of sexual stuff, then, I mean, I don't know who could be in the right encouraging that. But I mean, if I don't know, it's not something that I would support. It's not something that I'm into. It's not something that I think should be normalized.
I agree.
I don't know. The part that where it gets tricky is like someone like Matt Walsh would probably say we need to throw that kid's parents in jail and whatnot. And at that point, I just think it's a losing battle. I feel like what Ricky said, the people that need to be in jail are these adult men that are, putting their penises in front of little kids at whatever event that they can find. I mean, it's ridiculous. But yeah, no, for this one, I mean, you'd have to see the nature of like what's being presented. And just me personally, nothing through law, but I would do culturally, I would say I don't want this to be normalized, and I'm not going to support this. Granted, I don't want anybody to harass this little guy. I mean, he's 15, right? I mean, heck,
well, the other one's 13.
Sorry, and the other one was 13, right? I don't want anyone to. I don't know. It's tricky. This is such like a gray area subject, which I guess most politics is. But yeah, I wish it was more clear cut. Then I could have like a really good answer.
That was a great answer. I agree completely.
Like I want this guy to be his most authentic self. Like if that means you putting on a face full of makeup, that's your thing, that's what you enjoy, go do it. Go pursue it. Go have fun with it.
Candy Featherbottom lives in the same town as Maddie. Please go see Candy Featherbottom on our behalf. I think Duke made a really good point that doing makeup and dressing up, okay, why do they need to go perform in front of adults? That's basically how I feel. That like if I just wonder with like if you're 13, I just wonder with a lot of these kids that are that young, is it their most authentic self or is it the authentic self that's been indoctrinated into them?
Yeah. Well, I mean, for instance, I like Ricky's point because when I was younger, when I was in middle school, I used to wear makeup and do theater. That's what I did. So if this is
that.
I don't have any. My mom has them though. I'll have to send them to you.
Tell her we need pictures.
I was Mowgli. I was all the politically incorrect things I could never be today. I was Mowgli. I was Aladdin. I was so many different and I did great. I could sing really well. I could hit all the high pitches. But I mean, like I don't. If this performance that this kid is doing is like non-sexual, right? And I guess you could argue that drag is inherently sexual. Okay, whatever. I don't know anything about drag. Who cares? If it is sexual, then you should care. I'm sorry. But anyways, I don't know. How different is this from me putting on makeup and pretending like I'm Prince Eric and singing and stuff? And if he's doing like some sort of provocative performance, then I'd be like, okay, I think that we need to have a conversation about this. But I don't know. I can't see what separates this from theater. What I feel like conservatives have a point on is when you have grown men promoting their fake huge boobs and their bulges and showing off their buttholes to people. Yeah, that crosses a line. That's not okay. But Brintley says drag is sexual, period. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about drag. If I was just looking at what this kid was doing up on stage, I mean, I didn't see anything too sexual.
I don't know if it has to be. I don't know if it has to be a sexual thing. Like if it's just you dressing up in makeup and going on.
Right, exactly.
Thing, then
that's
bothers thing.
What about Tyler Perry?
I feel like that's different though. I feel like that's not.
That is different. I'm sorry. That was
logical. I think that's what bothers me about this is that I feel like a lot of these kids, not saying all of them, but I do think that a lot of them would not have come to this conclusion on their own.
Like their parents kind of led them towards it.
Yeah, and I think it's just part of an entire belief system that this is being used as a way to get them into it. Like, and I don't know, when it comes to these young kids in drag, it's like I feel like I don't even know quite how to articulate why I think it's wrong, but I do.
And gender bending and characterized femaleness makes it sexual. Okay, yeah, I can see his point. I can see Brentley's point. I understand.
But also, I don't have a problem with guys wearing makeup. Like, If that's part of your art, your performance, go do it. But the moment that you're like driving when you're fucking
Right.
then I have a problem with it. That's weird. What I think we need to start doing is I don't know how to describe it, but every time I see these like describing them in this way, but very lost gay youth, where they feel like they've been rejected by the people that they grew up in or grew up with, or the ideologies that they grew up with, and I feel for them. I didn't experience that, but I know a lot of people who went through that. It's valid. I feel you got rejected from wherever you grew up. But whenever I look at that, I'm also like, but I don't want you to look at how you grew up and think, well, now I have to vote, quote unquote, blue no matter who. There's also a place for you to where, and this is where I find solace, maybe not in the political power realm, but just like in individual liberty realm of the Libertarian Party, to where, I feel like, I don't really subscribe to the Republican point of view, but I want to live my own life as I see fit, and nobody else gets to have a say in it. That's where power or progress in the libertarian movement, to where it's like, because the Republican Party does have a connotation against gay people, like that is the truth. Like we see it day in and day out, and I hate it. And it is a select few, but they are a select few who are in a position of power where they can say these things, and it's not right. My point of view and my perspective towards is like people finding themselves isn't about like gaining more followers towards the Republican Party, but in general, how can the prospects of liberty be sold to these people? In a sense, it's like an individual liberty that you get to choose your own destiny. You get to write your own life, and it doesn't matter whatever background you came from, but you don't have to subscribe unconditionally to one party who is asking, if that makes any sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
I see your position. I also see a bunch of these other positions in the chat that I agree. Like, for instance, his name is Featherbottom.
Yeah, that's what
like. I think that's kind of fucky. Or sorry, that's kind of bad. What else? Theoretically, drag isn't inherently sexual. Practically, males attracted to males are role playing as females. Do the math; it's sexual. Okay, I see that point of view as well. I just don't know what should be done. I don't know, like, because you can either go through the legal route and say, like, okay, if you do this, then you're gonna get put in jail, arrested. I don't think that's practical at all. I don't think
I agree.
You can force that. And then I think that you can culturally say this is not great, but how do you do that? How do you culturally say this is not great? Do you berate the parents? Do you just not show up to these drag shows? That's why I'm very tricky. Personally, I'm not going to support this. I don't find it interesting. You know what I mean? But politically, I don't see this as extremely, I don't know. I just like, once again, you'd have to see the performance, right? But
I want to help these kids. I want to help these kids by bringing them over to our side, and I don't know how to bring them over to our side. And the only way that I can think about it is selling the ideals of liberty as in a language that they can understand. And a lot of these kids are coming from a background to where it's a pipeline from wherever they came from into like these totally leftist occupied mentalities, and I want to help them out of that. I don't know.
But I think that's inherent with this shit that's being pushed. I agree though that like I don't think there's any law that can really solve this. I mean, unless you have,
Well, Duke Marine
Yeah.
Duke Marine said something. So like this is something that I would like pass in Texas. I think that like all age drag shows, I don't think that should be. I think that there should be an age limit for adult men to go dance and stuff.
Yeah.
I also don't think that kids. Okay, if this Featherbottom guy is dancing in bars full of drunk adults, then that's also not okay.
No.
Yeah. That's not also not okay. So
no, I'm with you on that. But I do feel like it needs to be something that needs to be solved culturally, because at the end of the day, it is the parents that are taking these kids to these shows. So like, what are you going to do about that? I don't think, other than those things, which I support, I don't think it can really be fought through laws.
Yeah.
Which sucks. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
But anyway, by the way, parentheses, send us your final super chats. We should probably get going soon because my ass hurts. I don't know how these people, have you seen these like YouTubers who go on for like 5, 6, 7 hours? I'm like, I don't know how they do that. Like I would
How
get
does Joe Rogan do it? How does the man do it?
I would get so sick of my own voice after like 2 hours. What were you saying? Cam, you look like you've been kidnapped.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm stretching, and then I also saw Ricky doing something.
What? I was just vaping nicotine.
Cam, you looked like Ricky. Remember that movie we watched where they put the girl in the fucking jar?
The jar? Oh, I had to leave early.
What?
Remember, I wasn't there for the whole thing. I saw the beginning of it. Ow, Jesus.
No. The movie, when I went to go see Ricky in Texas, we watched this movie where they put this girl in like a fucking vase or something.
What?
Remember that? Megan is Missing, it was called.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that movie.
They put her in a jar.
It
like
was
a life-size jar.
Almost.
It was like a potted plant.
Too much to explain. You're gonna traumatize.
Well, if anyone has any final super chats, send them in. I love you guys so much. We need to do this more. I've missed you guys.
I agree. I like this.
So we got to play Twink or Tragic. I'm excited for that.
You know what I think would be a really good idea? I feel like we should all like play Minecraft, but then have serious political debates while we're like building random fucking.
Just all wasted.
Minecraft. I barely know what it is. Peter is here. Peter, I love you.
Hey.
I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I meant to call you the other night.
I see this guy on your Instagram a lot.
He's the greatest.
He seems like a cool guy.
That's my wife. Yes, though. So anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Have you guys got any final thoughts?
Oh God, Cam first.
One of the best ways to better this country is to have influence. You got to have money to have influence. Go work hard, get a good job. And even if you don't have a good job, work hard, go to church, love your family. Amen.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Also, hi, Esteban. We love you.
Oh shit, do I have to give closing thoughts?
Ricardo, what are your thoughts?
Oh God, I don't even know where to start. Whether it be in getting involved in politics or your personal career life, take it as it comes, what have you. And what that means is like, if you don't make it at 20, you'll make it. You don't make it at 30, you'll make it at 40. If you don't make it at 40, you'll make it at 50. But just don't stop.
Judy said that. You dummy. You sent me that in a DM.
I love her. I saw that video the other day. I'm like, that's so right. No, but I tell my friends that all the time. I'm like, people have this connotation that you can only pursue success in your youth. And after your quote unquote youth is spent and done and over, then well, you can't pursue your career anymore. That's nonsense. You can keep going no matter what age you are, whether it be 20, whether it be 80 when you finally find yourself. My favorite architect of all time, Louis Kahn, was a mathematician his entire life. Very boring life. And he did not become an architect until he was 60 years old. And he is considered one of the most prolific architects of our time. You can start your career, your path at any time in this life. Whether your individual goals or if you want to get involved in politics. Just,
His art's okay. I'm just kidding.
That's what I love about Ricky. He respects his elders. By the way, Cody asked about locals. We're going to film a locals video, but my ass hurts and I have to pee, so we'll probably do it, like, I don't know, in the next few days or something. But we're going to do, like, a little Ask Us Anything for my locals. So if you guys are watching this after, comment below your burning questions for us. Send us your questions. We will answer them. Yeah, no, it won't be live, though, Cody. It'll be like in the next couple days. Subscribe to my locals if you like my stuff. Support me. Check out my Give, Send, Go, my locals, my Patreon. I've got a lot of new videos coming out. I have awesome shows coming up. I have a teacher coming on next week who's like exposing all this shit in his school. I have a whistleblower coming forward from GLAAD that has all sorts of fucking receipts on them. We're going to expose the shit out of GLAAD. I have one of my favorite authors coming on. So lots of cool stuff coming up. Where can everyone find you, my loves?
You can find me on Twitter at GayToad. I don't remember the specific, but you're
on mine.
GayToad03, I think.
Go.
_03, right?
03? I don't know. Just type in GayToad, you'll see him.
There you go. I'm the only one. Then, or you can find me on Instagram, which is less politics, more art, at Linden_Wood, and that's Linden with a period between each letter. So you can find me there.
Cameron, where can they find you?
Just Italian guy on Twitter. So ILL Talian guy on Twitter. And then on Instagram, it's like ill.talian. Same as Ricky, less politics on Instagram, more acceptable dressing. Yeah, that's it.
I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us on, Mikey. It's always a pleasure.
Love you guys. Bye.